That was a little better. Played pretty good. Thought we rushed the ball really well. I was proud of how our guys started the game. Sometimes we've not played real good up here in first half, and I thought our defense and offense really took the field and motivated themselves and played well early in the game, which was very important for this game. We were poor on special teams, way too many penalties. Roughing the punter in a crucial situation where we're already up 14, we're going to get the ball back. We've got to improve in special teams. We're undisciplined, and that's my fault. So a lot of things I can live with, but being undisciplined is not something I can live with. So we'll go to work on that this week. If we have to double up time on it, we'll double up time on it. But we can't have dumb penalties. And really, offensively, we did the same thing for a while, even though we played pretty good. 8 penalties for 92 yards. That's crazy. We gave them a plus 40 in the penalty. So way too many penalties. A couple of offensive pass interferences. But we got to improve in that area. We rushed for 6.5 yards a carry, something like that, I'm going to guess, which is a good thing, and held them to just under 4 in rushing. So overall, it's a good win for us. Corn Dog continues to play well, make good decisions, so just got to get better each week. Got to get back to work and let them enjoy this one, and then tomorrow morning we got to get back and get ready for Iowa State.
Mike, there were some shades of yesteryear with all the deep balls today. Was that and you had guys running free, so I assume you saw something you liked to exploit there?
Yeah, there were some advantages with some coverage, but if they played what they had shown, and so if they do, that's what we want to do. I mean, we want to run the ball and throw the ball down the field. Sometimes we don't always have that luxury, and then sometimes this year we haven't executed very well, but we were much better today.
Considering how much you threw it down the field deep for Taylor to be, I think it was 15 or 20 or something like that, to have a completion percentage that high, you like that merit?
Yeah, he played good. He was on it. The one interception he threw looked like the ones I used to throw back in the day when they were too far away and it fluttered on him. 2 had a chance to come back and get it. He had the advantage. He mistimed his jump, but Corn Dog ball. I didn't talk to him. I'm sure the ball got out of his hand somehow. But he was really good in his operation today. I think his reads, his thought process on run pass, what to do with the ball was maybe I think over 90%. So he was really good today.
Mike, Justice Hill, heavy dose to him early, obviously 31 carries. I know you don't say you take what the defense gives you, you don't try to force it, but was that a renewed emphasis that first quarter to get him the ball?
Well, kind of on what they give us, but our plan going in was to let him carry the load, and it worked out well for us. He made the extra guy miss several times, and we're lucky to have a guy special enough to do that. Chuba came in, made some plays. JD powered ahead and gave us some things here and there, so it was a good mixture.
Landon Wolf was coming in, starting and getting over 100 yards, receiving a touchdown. What did you think of his performance today?
He's awesome. He's a great young man. He been a backup for a number of years, walked on the program, and establishing himself as a real guy on our team, and put him on scholarship and steps up and make plays. We needed him at a spot we're a little thin right now, and plays on special teams and plays receiver, and just be proud of what he accomplishes. Not a real big guy, but he's awesome for our team.
Mike, step forward for your blockers, your O-linemen today, you think?
Yeah, they were better. Yeah, I didn't hear what you said first.
Your blockers.
Yeah, they were better. Yeah, I thought it was better. Again, without watching the tape, but the last few games without watching the tape, I thought they were terrible. So in watching what happened today, I'm going to say that over half of the time that we blocked the right guys. Now, sometime number 1 got down in there. Well, he's a safety. We can't block him anyway. Got to throw the ball by him. And that's where that ties in together. But overall, I thought we blocked better. There were some times we missed, and actually we weren't very good in pass protection. One time 56 got his head down. One time 75 got his head down on a linebacker run through, which is easy. That's an easy pickup. Fortunately, Corn Dog got out of there and made a play for us.
Were you nervous about your defense coming in with all the injuries, Darian, Calvin, Malcolm?
I didn't. I wasn't nervous, but you're always a little unstable when you're playing. We're playing a lot of young guys as it speaks, much less throwing the other guys out there. And I mentioned it to him after the game and during the week. It's, college football is that way. Guys get hurt, and other guys got to get in. But kind of had a little dog pile on us this week. Had a few guys that couldn't go. So you're always a little apprehensive based on that. But I thought the other guys stepped up and played good. I thought 16 played good. Just from watching, I thought he made some plays and stepped up and was very competitive.
Sounds like Darian on surgery, it's kind of a longer term deal. for him.
Darian's out for the year. Yeah.
Is he thinking about redshirting, because he has that available to him?
Oh, I didn't even. I don't. I mean, that's a good point, but I didn't even get that far.
You had some guys running a little bit free, their guys run a little bit free in the secondary. Is that
Yeah.
a concern, or was that a reflection more of injuries?
No, we the last one down here, 2 and 3 crossed, and we turned 3 loose on the post corner on 4th and whatever. The biggest issue we had him third down and 4 miles, and we let him get 3.9 miles back, and then they were able to go on 4th down. So yeah, that is a concern. We got to fix that. The touchdown pass they hit on the end zone on 2. Kid made a good play. Ball's thrown. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have an issue with his coverage. I thought he was in good space. And then we had another one, I can't remember which one it was, where we turned a guy loose. But for the most part, I thought it was okay. They just have to continue to grow. Each week I take a little bit more of a deep breath with the young safeties and stuff that we have out there. The more they see things, they should get a little bit better each week.
How about the overall play your receivers? This seems to really step up and make a bunch of plays without the 2 starters that weren't there from last week.
You talking about the down? Who are you talking about?
Just they all seem to, Tyron.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they played pretty good. 2 dropped 1 in the middle of the field that would have converted for us there and kind of kept us on a roll. But other than that, they really did a nice job catching the ball and played really well from a distance.
Mike, we haven't seen you since Tuesday, and we got the word that we weren't supposed to ask about Jalen, and players would be off limits but they were asked. Can you just talk us through the decision to pass that down to us on Tuesday?
Well, I gave you guys all the information you needed, and I didn't feel comfortable with you guys talking to the players based on. That's not something they should have to comment on. That's a decision that I make, and that's their buddy, so I just wasn't comfortable with it. You guys could have asked. I mean, if you wanted to. I mean, I didn't keep you from asking.
Well, the word was if we did.
Well, I know, but I'm not that powerful. I mean, you still could have asked. So, but anyway, I didn't feel comfortable with those guys. I just didn't want to put them on the spot. It's almost like being in school and you have a kid get in trouble, and then they ask the other kid what he did, and then if he rats him out, then he's a snitch to his buddies, and if he doesn't rat him out, the teacher gets mad at him. So.
If you had to do it over again, would you just get them together in the locker room and say, look, they're gonna ask you about it, let's have a message that's on the same page, no comment, talk about guys who are here, move forward.
Well, what I'd really like to do is talk about the football game and get off the stuff that really doesn't matter.
But it affected it affected the reporters who were there trying to do their job, that's why we're asking about it. It did matter Tuesday, and this is our first chance to ask you about it, so that's why we're asking it.
Well, again, you could have asked the question.
I don't know if that was the impression they got, I wasn't there, I don't know,
Oh.
but I don't think that was the impression they got.
Okay. I mean, there's freedom of press, all still going on in the country. You can ask any question you want.
We were told we could ask, and if we did, we wouldn't.
Are we really going to talk about this? I mean, we should be having a good time. Can't we just beat Kansas? Let's get off of the stuff that drives this country and is taking it in the ground, which is garbage. Let's talk about football. We don't want to chase ambulances, man. Let's have some fun.
What about the penalties? What can we do about that?
The what?
The penalties.
Well,
That they've been the last couple of weeks.
yeah, it's that's what I started. Were you in here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that. all of a sudden.
That frustrates me.
Yeah.
Based,
Aggressiveness or just them discipline?
what?
Aggressiveness or-
We're undisciplined.
Yeah.
We pushed a guy in the back on a kick return. We had a pass interference call on Jelani. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I think the guy's in press coverage. He's double hand jamming him. He's fighting for his life. So obviously it's a penalty, like Pat Jones used to say, if they threw a flag, it's a penalty. And then 87 slings the guy to the ground on a naked route. He didn't need to do that. All he needed to do was to shove him off, grabbed his jersey and yanked him to the ground. So that's just being undisciplined. 24 went after the punt. I would have to watch it because it happened so fast, I couldn't really tell if he was close to getting there. But he's still got to stay front side off the toe. You know, he can't get into the thigh part of him. So after today's game, that concerns me more than anything, is just being undisciplined. And those things keep me from sleeping at night.
How do you fix that?
Just got to keep working them. Sometimes you tighten the plans and give them more reps, get them out there and keep them going. 87 hadn't played a lot. 24 hadn't played a lot. Did 32 get the penalty on kickoff return? Yeah, he hadn't played a lot, so there's 3. Jelani really hadn't played a lot either. So you got 4 kids that haven't played very much, and so we have to keep coaching them, and we got to do a better job instilling discipline in them to try to prevent that from happening. But those are things that concern a coach when you put a lot of young kids out there.
Justin Phillips is a guy that we come in and ask a lot of questions about. He sort of do his job.
Right.
What stands out about that?
You know, he's just kind of a blue-collar guy, brings a lunch pail to work every day, got a thermos, checks his card in, puts his time in. He's not a BS guy, does his work, times out the time clock, goes home. I mean, that's kind of what he does. And he's pretty reliable, been a good leader for us. You know, he's not real flashy, so you don't get a lot of looks. Like Brailford's flashy, like at the end when he gets the sack, when he jumps up on the guy's head. So he draws more attention because he's a little flashier on the defensive side. Justin's just a guy that goes to work every day and does his job.